It's bigger than podcasting. Let's talk about it. What's up, Pod Influencers? My name is Ozil, and I want to welcome you to the Podcast Influence YouTube channel, where I help you amplify your influence with podcasting. And on this channel, I'm going to share with you tips, insights, and strategies on how to pro up your podcast with style and influence. Today, I'm going to share with you the biggest podcasting win no one talks about. And I mean no one. So excuse me, I'm going to get a little deep with you. I hope you don't mind, all right? Because I felt compelled to record this video because I believe podcasting is bigger than just plugging in, pressing record, and sharing your content. I'm going to share a story with you. It was my second year of podcasting. And for some reason, I got a little jaded and I decided to just unplug and take a break. Until one morning, I got an email from a lady in Norway, yes, all the way from Norway, who I had never heard of before up to this point. And she emailed me, expressed to me that she was disappointed in me, that she was looking forward to my podcast and she was missing out on her podcast weekly fix, as she called it. And I immediately, I was taken back by it because it was somebody from Norway, right? Like, oh, all the way from Norway, you paying attention to my podcast? So I immediately emailed her, apologized, and got back on my podcasting saddle right away. Talk about all the motivation you need, right, to start podcasting again. And at that moment, I decided and discovered that podcasting is bigger than you think. That podcasting makes a positive impact in other people's lives. That people expect you to show up because they are learning from you. They're being motivated, they're being inspired, they're being educated. And I really discovered the power of influence with podcasting at that moment. And at that moment, I discovered that podcasting is your legacy. You're literally documenting your voice, your ideas, your thoughts, your passion with your podcast. One of the things I love about podcasting is that it's evergreen content, meaning that at any point, somebody can go back and binge on your content, can listen to your content. So your voice, your message is timeless. It's your legacy. So when you have doubts of whether or not you made the right decision podcasting, always go back to your why and understand that you are making a positive impact on someone else's life. So I was thinking, wouldn't it have been cool if Bruce Lee had a podcast, who I'm a big fan of, and I love his thought leadership. If he would have documented his voice with the podcast, where I would go back and listen to his thoughts and ideas at that moment, or your thought leader, right? Would it be cool if you can go back, if that person documented their voice, their message, and you can go back and still plug in? So that is the power of podcasting. And that's the big win that nobody talks about. It's much more than the metrics. It's much more than saying, hey, listen, I have a podcast. It's bigger than that. It's your legacy. And if you're passionate about your message, if you're aligned with your values, you are always going to connect with somebody, even when you don't think they're listening to your podcast. So if you think that you're not making a positive impact, think again. When you check your download stats, you'll see that there are people from all over the world that are plugging in. So think about what type of impact you're making in their lives by showing up consistently with your podcast. So I say, take the responsibility, embrace the power of legacy, the voice of impact that you're making in other people's lives, to educate, to inspire, to motivate others, and make a positive impact on the world. So question of the day, what impact do you want your podcast to leave on the world? Leave it in the comments section below. I would love to hear from you. And as always, please hit subscribe to join the Pod Influencer tribe and hit that notification button to stay updated on all the latest videos. Till next time, my name is Ozil. Peace and one love.